set for foot. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Arizona Cardinals and the Seattle Seahawks. The first quarter of the season already in the rearview mirror, and off we go in Week 5 on EA Sports. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Here's Rashad Penny, first carry for the former San Diego State Aztec. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
Now Wilson on second down. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. They got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets him a new set of downs.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
Yeah, that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a first down again.
Well, from an offensive perspective, that sure was pretty because the corner route, it's extremely difficult to defend from my perspective.
What we just saw there, is that sort of the evolution of the tight end position?
Yeah, I think it is because more and more tight ends are being treated like wide receivers. These are some agile players who can make a play in any spot on the field.
And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down, a very solid gain on that play.
On second down, Wilson. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. A really good pickup of 28 yards. An inaugural trip to the red zone here for the Seahawks. They've got it first and goal at the 6.
Don't take forever, okay?
They'll try and run forward with Penny. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be second and goal. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, and that's what their job is, and really a lot of the time they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off inside the 5. And he'll take it across midfield to the 46-yard line. They told us repeatedly earlier in the week in our meetings, we need some plays from our defense here on the road early. They got one.
And don't think they were above all week long pointing out to their defense that the other defense is rated higher than them. You going to let that happen, guys? Is that how we're going to play? And they responded to the challenge.
Hurry up, here we go. Green 39, green 39. Over
The first carry now. This is Johnson. Earl Thomas in on the stop.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
Now a handoff. Johnson. Not much there. Maybe a couple as he's taken down at the 40.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
And now it's Rosen looking. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Stevenson. And he's taken down inside the 30. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains. They go play action here on first down. Eluding the pressure right. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. It'll be a loss of 1, and it'll be 2nd and 11. To throw is Rosen. And quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. And they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for third down. And, boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables, otherwise they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about what they really said? Competitiveness. That's what they really liked about him. The way he goes after the football, competes for it, and decides when it's in the air, it's his and only his.
And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. A stop there on third. They could have held him to 3 on this opening drive. Now they have to bow their necks on 1st and goal.
And if I'm looking at this from the offense's point of view, that's a big-time pickup right there, and I go right at them with another momentum play. I go quickly and attack them because right now they probably have their heads down a little bit since they didn't stop them on third down.
3-19! 3-19! Watching that body!
They'll try and run. This is Johnson. No dice this go-around. He's hit behind the line and taken down. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
He's going to get it running right. And a nice move will yield nothing as he's stopped behind the line. Ready to go now in the second quarter. Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis. It's the Cardinals in possession of the football, and they'll come up looking to keep this drive moving. This stadium once registered as the loudest roar ever recorded, and you can hear them now. 3rd and goal.
Set! Blue 90! Blue 90! Leopard! Leopard! Watching that Barney! Barney!
They'll try to run it in. Johnson. So a nice job to break the 1 tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. Give him 4 yards there, but they're still well short of the goal line with 4th down now looming. And Zuerlein's kick is good. And the Cardinals have the first points. It's 3-0. So still no touchdowns in the first half, but we do have some action on the scoreboard with the field goal.
So maybe now the mentality changes in this game because anytime you can get to the red zone, and if you don't come away with 6 points, you feel like it's a disappointment. In a game like this one, being able to kick field goals means you're right there, and then you're just looking for that big break to take you over the top.
The Seattle now ready to march onto the field. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part two, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. It's a 4-yard pickup, and that'll bring up second down.
And the big guy catches the ball out of the backfield, and oftentimes that's quite a surprise to the guys playing defense because not ordinarily thought as a pass catcher, it often works when they decide to dial it up.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6.
14, run it.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll slip his way up across the 30 to the 32. 2 yards the gain there, and now they're left with a 3rd and about 4 for a first. From the shotgun, Wilson dumps that off to Penny as running back. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. A gain of 4 on the play, and that'll bring up 4th down. On 4th down, ready to punt, Michael Dixon. The Pro Bowler Patrick Peterson back deep for Arizona. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. And this is going to carry well into the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Arizona offense now as they get set to take over. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Rosen and the Cardinals take over with a 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Green 39.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Lets it go for Nelson. And lucky to get away with one there. That one nearly picked. 2nd down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
After the incompletion, they'll try once more from the 20-yard line on 2nd and 10.
Set. Green 39. Green 39. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
2nd and 10. It's Rosen again. Underneath for Johnson. And he'll get it up here this time to the 21. Just a 1-yard pickup on the play, and that'll lead here to a 3rd down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
Hurry up, here we go. 3-19.
On 3rd down, Rosen. And the Seahawk defense gets to him, and they bring him down. Frank Clark coming in to drop him for a loss of 8, and it'll be 4th down. On 4th down, here's Matt Bosher on the punt. Back deep, the dangerous Tyler Lockett. And taken right at the 35. A good return there, call it 13 yards. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. The Seattle now ready to march onto the field.
And things haven't started so well for this side. 2 drives, 2 punts.
So now you've got to start looking not just at play calling, but which guy's going to step forward and say, okay, let's get this thing done. Because within that unit of 11, sometimes one guy can make a big-time play and break through the barrier.
Throwing now, Wilson on first down. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. The completion good for 3, and it's second down.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-arm guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
That first down completion only netted him 3. Second and 7. Wilson. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee.
Don't take forever, okay?
They'll throw on first down with Wilson. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. It's a 10-yard gain there, and it sets him up now first and goal.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice game.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with the football?
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he gets in space, that's usually a good matchup for him.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Another shot from the 9 on second and goal. They go play action now. Wilson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Hassan Reddick. He's the one that got to him. He takes him down for a loss of 9. Wilson to the Seahawks looking for something big following the sack. It's third and long here. Here's Penny. And he'll be taken down after a short gain as that takes us to the 2-minute warning. So out now is the Seattle field goal team. This a 33-yard attempt. And his kick is indeed good. And that will tie us at 3-3. So they do get 3 points, but that's now 3 drives with only the 3 points, not a ratio that's going to win you many ball games.
Not at all, Brandon. And think about it this way. We all know payoff is the key, right? And wouldn't we love to have the concession on every T-shirt that's been printed in football that says finish on it? Because that's the mantra everywhere. Got to be able to finish drives, put points on the board.
The Cardinals offense now works their way back onto the field.
And hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win second down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
Now let's go. Green 39. Green 39.
They begin the drive with Johnson. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short. They go play action. It's Rosen. Throw left side complete. It's Fields. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. And a nice gain of 21 yards. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Watch it now, Barney. Barney. Now let's go. Boo, landed.
They'll look to throw on first down with Josh Rosen. And he slings one that's incomplete. Johnson was the intended receiver, and that'll bring up second down.
The one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown him a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after him. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
39.
Out of the gun. Here's Josh Rosen. Oh, he's got a man wide open. Complete. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route. Drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. A first down carry here for Johnson. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on 2nd down.
Detroit!
On 2nd down, here's Rosen. Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. The Cardinals on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 14.
Here we go now. Blue landed. Blue landed.
From the shotgun, it's Rosen. Gonna throw right side here, complete. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. From the right hash, this from 33. And Zuerlein's kick is good. And they will take the lead here in this battle of field goals at 6-3. So they get the field goal here at the end of the second quarter and take the lead into the lockers.
And isn't that what every team wants to do? Right at the end of the half, put points on the board, and go into the locker room feeling a lot better about themselves.
So if you like field goals, this is your game. 6-3, 3 field goals at the break. As we'll send you eastward to Orlando. Standing by with that EA Sports Halftime Report now is Jonathan Coachman. Take it away, Coach. The Cards with the lead, and they will get this football first as the second half gets started. On the return comes Drake. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. So here's the Cardinals offense now as they get set to start this third quarter. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ballgame.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. Rosen and the Cardinals take over with a 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 48.
Hurry up, here we go.
Rosen on 1st and 10. This one complete to Christian Kirk. Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35.
Hurry up, here we go. 3:19. 3:19. Over.
2nd and 10 now. It's Rosen. And he almost had it defensively. Could have been a game changer there in this second half. Instead, it's 3rd down.
Tremendous coverage there. Just did not catch the football and complete the interception. But what do they say all the time? If he had really good hands, he'd be playing offense.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. Dumping it off for Johnson. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's 4th down. So now here comes the field goal team for the 3rd time today. This officially a 55-yard attempt. And he missed it. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is.
Well, this winds up an empty possession. Everything looked okay. He just never got the ball on target. And knowing him, he'll be disappointed with that effort.
Now they're set up nicely at the 45-yard line after the missed field goal from 55. Now Wilson on 1st down. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. Give him 2 yards on that play, and that'll make this a 2nd down.
Let's go get it right here. Come on. 19. Right.
From the gun, it's Wilson. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Nothing open downfield, and he had to get that one out in a hurry because he just knew he was about to take a big shot. Probably couldn't get his legs into the throw. Became an all-arm throw trying to check it down to his running back. Incomplete.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 47. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he will score. Touchdown, Cardinals. Now Greg Zuerlein on for the extra point. Zuerlein connects on the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Seattle offense now set to come back out on the field. Wilson and the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Back to the air, Wilson after the pick 6. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. Call it a gain of 5, and it'll make it 2nd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
On 2nd down, here's Wilson. And the pressure will bring him down. out here. The Cardinals get home for the sack.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Wilson of the Seahawks looking for something big following the sack. It's 3rd and long here.
14.
Now it's Wilson. He's got Lockett. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on 3rd down. Wilson now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. From the gun, Wilson. Open net is Amari Darboh, complete. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. A big play there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Seahawks able to make this a close game again. And when a Hail Mary is completed for a touchdown pass like that, I think any defensive coordinator just puts their face right into their hands.
I don't think there's any doubt about it, and I don't have stats in front of me. I don't have the empirical numbers that say that in recent years the Hail Mary pass has been completed more than it has been, but it feels that way, doesn't it? And I know the defenses are spending more time on it. I think the biggest mistake they make is that they play everything from behind the receiver. I think they've got to start getting people in front as well to try and knock the ball away.
The Cardinal offense here ready to take over. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer
this time?
Closer. Yeah, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down.
So statistically, both of these offenses having a rough time getting a running game going. But, boy, what a nice play there defensively.
Tackling him behind the line, but you're right. You look at the numbers. Neither side looks on track in the ground game. So the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14.
All right, now look at 56.
Now Rosen to throw on 2nd down. Completing it to the right side, Johnson. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. A very solid gain of 27. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful you're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front, defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down.
Now let's go. 3-19.
From midfield now, here's Rosen. Caught by Nelson left side. And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. J.J. Nelson, his first touchdown on the year. And the Cardinals now adding on to their lead. Zuerlein good with a PAT. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Here's Bosher to kick it away.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Here come the Seahawks now, set to take over on offense. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2 minutes. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
Here's Wilson. Over the middle, complete. It's Turner. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. The completion good for 3, and it's second down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Now Wilson on second down. And Wilson's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off at the 33, and he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line. So their woes on offense continue. That's the second pick thrown here in the third quarter.
And we know it was ill-advised, but that was an opportunity to help them get back into the game. Instead, he throws another interception, and now their task is even tougher.
After the interception, here's Rosen. Throw right side is going to be caught by Kirk. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. That pass play wound up for negative yardage, so here's second and 11. Rosen off the play action. And completes it to Kirk over the middle. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. The reception good for 7. It's third down.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. On third down, Johnson. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. It's a loss of a full 3 yards, and it brings up fourth down. And Zuerlein's kick is good. And that will stretch the lead up to 13. So 3 field goals that he's hit now. This last one helps him stretch out the lead.
He's been solid, hasn't he? And he lives up to the adage that every offensive coach has ever said to us. We want to end every possession with a kick, right? For them, it's either extra point, field goal, or at worst, a punt. In this case, it's been 3s.
The Seattle now ready to march onto the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3.
Hey, 0, 0, 0.
This is the Oklahoma State alum, Chris Carson. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Run left, run left. Some right, some right. Right.
Penny, a first down carry. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
Early down stuffs will put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
Here's Wilson. That's caught by Penny. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. And a nice gain of 21 yards. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10, right at the 40.
14.
From the shotgun, Wilson. Wide open receiver, complete. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
Go. Cut. Green 80. 18.
On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. His throw caught right around the 6. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Rashad Penny, his first touchdown on the year. And the Seahawks have made this a one-score game. Extra point right down the middle. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. So here comes the kickoff, and what now is just a one-score, 6-point game. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Cardinal offense now making their way back out onto the field. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
Now Rosen underneath for Johnson. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. No gain on the play there. It'll be second down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained. So they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He can make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. They'll hand it off now. Johnson. And he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31.
All right, that's a decent game there, but it hasn't been his best game overall. So I wonder what the mindset is of his team. Do they want him to handle the football and try and close this game out? Or are they going to make an alternative plan and maybe go in a different direction?
I think they need him, and this is his time to shine. From the gun on 3rd down, it's Rosen. Throwing for his running back, and he's got it complete. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. He'll get a couple yards on that one. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. Here's Matt Bosher now as he'll punt it away for the second time. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. Now it's Lockett. A terrific return there. 27 yards all told. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Seahawks offense now, they get ready to come back onto the field. And things are starting to move in the right direction. They get the touchdown last drive, then their defense gets them the football back.
Yeah, now they have a chance to get the lead if they can put something together here. I'm eager to see how they decide to do it. Do they want to be methodical, or do they want to take the big strike and go after it right now?
And he takes it past the 45 and down at the 46. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. On 2nd down, Wilson. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. A big play there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Seahawks are within the extra point of taking the lead. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
And the Cardinals getting set to trot out there now. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10.
3-19! 3-19!
Play action here with Rosen. He's going to fire one deep over. He's got him in. Complete. And all the way down to the 22-yard line. A huge play there for Arizona. 53 yards. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone.
Here we go now. Blue 90! Blue 90!
They go play action here on 1st down. Going to throw deep for the... He's got his man. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. J.J. Nelson. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Cardinals have taken the lead here in the 4th. All right, now a big 2-point conversion attempt still to come.
Gun! 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 Watch him now, Barney! Barney!
Rosen will throw. And this one's caught. And their 4th quarter lead grows by a couple more. And, of course, on the 2-point try, had the option to run or pass. They pass it there, and it works.
Felt pretty straightforward, didn't it? An open receiver, ball's put on him, 2 points for them.
Here's Bosher to kick it away. Tyler Lockett now with a return. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. Time for a break. We'll come back, see what transpires after this. Wilson and the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10, right at the 30. They'll start on the ground. It's Rashad Penny, and he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. Tackle made there by Budda Baker.
Not in a position where they absolutely have to rush right now, but they definitely have to pick up the tempo a bit.
They'll look to throw. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another 1st down. He's back to throw. And his throw is going to be incomplete. Amara Darboh, the intended receiver. That'll bring up 2nd down. This defense hasn't had the best showing in this game, but a critical knockdown there. If they can hang on, I guess the end will kind of justify the means.
Certainly, and just think of it this way. It may not be the quantity of the plays that they've had because those haven't been great, but they get a few more quality ones like that. That could finish things off for them.
On 2nd down, here's Penny. Call it about a gain of 3, and they'll be looking at a 3rd and 7 coming up. Clock running, and the Seahawks, they're running 2, trying to speed up to the line of scrimmage. He'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. figuring they're going for it on fourth down. Remember, though, they do have all 3 timeouts, so even if they don't get it, all is not lost.
Yeah, normally in this situation, when you're talking about having to go for it, everything is in this play. But as you noted, with those 3 timeouts, they actually have a little bit of a safety net.
Down 7, and they've got to go for it here on fourth down. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And that is incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And that should just about put this one in the win column for the Cardinals. On the ground, this is Johnson. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. And now the Seahawks are going to take a timeout here on defense, as they'll get it with just a shade under a minute to go in the game. So they come up on second down. If they can get another run like we just saw, would likely put an end to this thing.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Again, it's Johnson. And he got blown up, losing yardage on the play back at the 44. And now the Seahawks are going to call another timeout as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. The Cardinals on third down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This will be 3rd and 6.
All right, here we go. 3-19. 3-19.
They pitch it out to Johnson. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. It'll be a net of only 30 here. 40-yard punt, 10 on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Seahawks offense now, they get ready to head back onto the field. One possession game, time very much a factor. How does the offense handle this situation?
Well, in a lot of cases, they should be somewhat relaxed. And I know that's counterintuitive because this is a pressure situation. But this is Friday practice every week of the season. You go over this situation, having to go down.
A crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off around the 41 and to the 43. So down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over. One final kneel down here as it comes inside the 40-second mark, and that should be enough to put this one on ice.
Yeah, it's fun to kneel down in front of your home crowd, but when you go on the road, that band of brothers attitude, right, just us against the world, and get it done, how happy are they?
I remember a coach at a previous stop telling me, you get a win on the road, doesn't